What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. Alright, time for the Warhammer 40k part of Double Feature Friday. And this is the Tyrant Star 40k Theories by 40k Theories. Alright, and I love seeing this stuff about 40k is the lesser known stuff like the Tyrant Star, the Ghoul Stars, you know, the Halo Stars, all that stuff that's like, it's like worse than Chaos, it's worse than the Tyranids, but it's like so small it's never mentioned, right? You know, it's like, it's something that's like encroaching on the galaxy, but it's like they're so busy worried about all this other shit that none of them are realizing there's something worse coming right at them, and I just think this is cool. So let's see what they got to say about the Tyrant Star. Alright, so let's get started here and go. Copyright disclaimer, blah 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 blah. Yeah, because whatchamacallit, Games Workshop is being a dickhead. An orc war boss versus a demon prince, former Primarch. That's pretty awesome, actually. I really gotta play Warhammer Space Marine. I really gotta play that game before the second one comes out.
Within the Calixus sector, deep within the Segmentum Obscurus, a strange astrological phenomenon regularly takes place. The appearance of a stellar entity designated by imperial authorities as Comus, or as it is more commonly known,
look at that.
the Tyrant Star. The result of an ancient
Lovecraftian
prophecy,
horror.
the phenomena of the Tyrant Star is studied by the Tyrantine Cabal, its members known as Tyrantites, Spectarians, or, more dismissively, as Stargazers.
That is incredibly
Described as
lazy
a
if you
darkness
think about
that
it.
will engulf and devour human civilizations. It is said that the Tyrant Star is a star enveloped by black fire, preceded by signs and portents that will gradually transmute human minds to make them ready to embrace the darkness. This prophecy is believed to be coming to pass due to the emergence of a ghostly spectral star that has made at least 18 separate appearances within the Calixus sector within the past century. No two appearances of this astrological event that the Tyrantine Cabal believed to be that of the Tyrant Star have been exactly the same, but the most common description of its appearance has the Tyrant Star actually eclipsing a system's natural sun, as if possessing it, but has also appeared on occasion in a more subtle way, such as a strangely bright star at night, or a phantom corona around a moon before disappearing. Around 2 to 3 months prior to whenever the Tyrant Star has manifested itself, it has caused public unrest and geological instability, such as earthquakes and volcanic eruption. Worlds will then experience violence and anarchy, and in addition, mutation becomes more frequent, and an increased amount of psychers will be born or have their latent powers become active. In addition, strange signs and portents will be widespread, such as unusual birthmarks, runic sigils appearing upon walls without explanation, and the rise of fanatical cults.
Like gene stealer
cults?
Some
sources also describe people catching fleeting glimpses of a black-flamed sun in reflective surfaces, such as within mirrors or upon liquid, before the entire world falls to mass panic and insanity.
Jeez.
Imperial experts are at a loss as to what the Tyrant Star actually is, but there are numerous speculative theories. Due to the prophecy itself continuously using the term devour, some members of the Tyrantine Cabal believe that the Tyrant Star prophecy is actually referencing the coming of the Tyranids, extragalactic creatures who exist solely to consume and evolve, with the darkness of the prophecy describing the shadow in the warp, which is, for lack of a better term, psychic white noise that blocks communication and travel through the warp wherever it passes, with the growing unrest and anarchy attributed to it being the uprising of gene stealer cults, who prepare a planet before the arrival of the High Fleets so that the Tyranids themselves face little to no resistance. The presence of gene stealer cults would also explain the fact that fanatical cults do spring up whenever the Tyrant Star manifests itself, and the increase in mutations and psychers born could also be attributed to gene stealer hybrids being born from the cult, who all share a brood telepathy, as well as, initially, monstrous appearances. Another possibility is that the Tyrant Star is in fact a form of energy creature, similar to the ancient Catan. The Catan
Another possible,
themselves,
pretty
prior
good
to having physical
explanation.
bodies constructed for them by the ancient Necrontyr race, were vast, gigantic, ethereal creatures.
That ate
To
stars.
sustain themselves, the Catan would use their forms to envelop a star, before beginning to feed off of its energies. This too would seem a plausible fit for the Tyrant Star prophecy, where stars become enveloped in black fire, or become haloed by a corona of energy. This fire could in fact be the creature's etheric body. The fact
Is that a
this
Catan
phenomena
fighting
has
a
occurred
Tyrant?
only 18 times within the last century could also be attributed to the time taken for the creature to travel from one star to another in order to find more sustenance, as the ancient Catan did eventually evolve diaphanous wings to travel between the stars. However, this doesn't explain the madness and mutation
True.
caused by the Tyrant Star's
And the
appearance,
cults.
unless it is some unforeseen consequence caused by radiation that is leaked from a sun being devoured by a Catan, if the Comus truly is a Catan or similar creature. Some have even speculated that the Tyrant Star has some ties to the Eldar race, possibly due to the rise of Ennead, the Eldar god of the dead, but no other evidence is given. Others have speculated that the Tyrant Star is, in essence, an echo of astrological events happening within the warp itself, and becoming made manifest when it encounters an area where the boundaries between the material realm and the warp are weaker. This isn't entirely unprecedented, as, firstly, the
That's a
galaxy is bound
possibility.
to experience almost unique astrological events which may have never been seen before by certain species. In addition to this, similar astrological events have happened, the most notable example of which being the world of Acheron. Acheron is a planet that disappears into the warp before reappearing in the material realm every 5,000
hell no.
years.
Oh,
And
jeez.
similarly to the Tyrant Star, outbreaks of war and conflict are known to occur prior to its arrival. But the most likely cause of the Tyrant Star is due to the actions of one of the Chaos Gods. The rune representing the Tyrant Star in the manuscript detailing the prophecy, the Propheticum Hereticus Tenebrae, is said to be
Jesus,
that of a
names.
taloned bird's foot.
Oh.
There have been many Chaos warbands and cults who utilize a taloned foot as their symbol, the most notable being the Emperor's Children Traitor Legion and the Raptora cult of the Thousand Sons Traitor Legion. In the case of the Thousand Sons, mass mutation is commonly associated with their patron god Tzeentch, the architect of fate, and
Tzeentch
surgical
is an
alterations and disfigurements are commonly seen in warbands of the Emperor's Children's patron god Slanesh, the god of hedonism and excess.
Oh, God. She who
But
thirsts.
that being said, the Birdfoot rune may not necessarily represent a specific warband, and might just represent the Tyrant Star as a whole, representing the grip of fear it holds upon the people of the Calixis sector. But there is one being whom the Tyrant Star prophecy does seem to point to. The renegade god Malice. Malice is a minor chaos god, but also considered by many to be the fifth main god of the chaotic
I
pantheon.
thought Malice was non-canon.
Essentially, Malice is the chaos god of chaos, the concept
What?
of anarchy and self-destruction, the god whose purpose is to thwart the plans of the other chaos gods. It's entirely possible that the Tyrant Star is in fact Malice himself. At first, it seems impossible that a god itself can be drawn into the material realm, until you become aware of the following. Firstly, the Eldar god Kala Menshikane also exists within the material realm, albeit in a fractured and broken state in the form of his avatars. There also exists
Okay.
the Umbra, who are rumoured to be the remnants of a godlike old one named Ka, who too was shattered by the chaos god Slanesh. There's also the fact that demons, who by their very nature and composition are literal extensions of a god, can be summoned
Pieces
into the
of them.
material realm by ritual means or through possessing a mortal body. The more powerful the demon, the harder it is to draw them into the material realm. Malice himself was actually summoned into the material realm by the Sons of Malice Chaos Warband. As detailed in the story Labyrinth, the Sons of Malice conducted a ritual that took in total 1100 years before sacrificing the 11 champions who passed the trials of the ritual, known as the Doomed Ones. Once these 11 were sacrificed and the ritual complete, Malice himself was able to enter the material universe. Since Malice has indeed entered the material realm after an 11-century-long process, then he could indeed be the Tyrant Star that the prophecy refers to. After all,
maybe.
Malice is the god
But
of
once
anarchy,
again, I thought he was
and his
non-canon.
colours being black and white. This also ties into the Tyrant Star causing insanity, mass panic, and developing a system
it's
star
supposed to be
with
literally
a cloud
chaos god
black
of
fire.
chaos. Coas.
Could the Tyrant Star be in fact the embodiment of Malice feeding upon the stars to allow the god to grow greater and greater in power? Or could something
interesting.
even darker and more unexplainable be at play?
Something from the
What do
Ghoul
you
Stars.
think? Leave a comment below, and thanks for watching.
Oh, okay. There's lots of theories about what the Ghoul Stars is. The Ghoul Star is, but yeah. Dude. That's a lot. Wolf of England. I saw that. Okay. So, yeah, that's the Tyrant Star. Oh, it's like the Ghoul Star. The Ghoul Stars, yeah, so I was wondering if it might be something from, like, something similar to the Ghoul Stars, but, like, reaching out. See, I do like these things, you know? I mean, the Tyranids are interesting. Out of all the races, the Orcs are the most interesting because the Orcs keep surprising me. Like, there are so many different kinds of Orcs. You know, they are the ones I like, you know? The Necrons, they're pretty much, they are what they are. The Tyranids are what they are. The Imperium is what it is, you know. It's just kind of boring, you know. But I like the things that look like it might become something else, something more. So that's what interests me about 40K, is the unknown stuff. Much more to me. It's a lot like regular history. I'm always interested in the unknown or little known parts of history that people talk about. I don't want to care about, you know, where the hell, you know, when the hell the Battle of the Bulge first started, or when the hell what battles were fought in this Revolutionary War, blah 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 blah. I don't give a shit, you know. It's just keep repeating the same damn shit over and over again, you know, throughout all my school life, you know. But I like obscure history, and I also like obscure lore when you have something as big as 40K. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's kind of neat. It's interesting. Let me know, what do you guys think the Tyrant Star is? What, you know, is it like something pedestrian, kind of like the Tyranids, or is it something worse? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe, guys. Of course, click on the link to the original down in the description. Get down to 40K Theories, like his original over there, and sub to him. I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye.